set up the phone at a slight angle here. You know. Matter of fact, I might have to get right in the middle. Let's move it on over. Let's get the space situated before people start falling into the chat, man. So, if you're here, you're checking on. This is episode 184. You're checking on this one right here. That basically means that. Well, I don't know. If you're checking on this one, just understand that this happened right after 183. So 183 was cut short because as I'm walking down the street, coming back down from a drone area, I had the live chat reconnection like 2 times, so one time inside the store, maybe twice, I could be wrong. I'm sorry, one outside of the store between the YWCA or some shit, and then go inside the store. I think it was fucked up in there, so I went out, restarted the shit, rebooted it, but then YouTube itself crashed on me. I don't understand what's going on, so I had to restart it twice. Came out here, crashed again, restarted it again, and it was something about the app. It isn't really working the way I need it to be working, so I might have to hop out of this one. Excuse me. See, my voice is cracking out here. I might have to hop out of this one at some point, some situation, at any, whatever situation is, I might have to get it, and then just leave out of here, come back to it. But we'll see. Like, I need to get better at just being more stationed when I do the live chats. When I'm a little more stationed in the center, when I'm doing the live chats a little better sometimes. But every now and again, like I said, we've been getting random trolls and people just doing some weird. You talking crazy or weird in the chat, we'll get you out of here, man. Not fucking with that shit. And it all started when my people helped me moderate that shit. And I didn't want to scare them away, but I was like, yeah, you know what, man? You can let. I'm not saying you let them be. I'll let you handle it how you see fit. If you think it's some bullshit, you think it's some trolling, we're gonna handle it as such. But a lot of people haven't been as quite active since then, and I'm like, I hope people aren't like scared to go online. But I'm over here doing this shit. Like, fuck what's happening with anybody, man. In the next couple of years or two, like, you're gonna see that I just put myself on the line. Put myself out there, really, really out there, and just really, try to stay committed to just making it happen every day, man. Just put myself out for a good year or so. Like I said, it started with Thanksgiving, but the consistency really started happening close to March. But the first Truancy was probably like what, December, January, something like that. We'll see, man. We're gonna keep getting it in. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. You in the public eye, you gotta take care of business, man. You gotta take care of people around you, young folks, etc. All that. I gotta check my notifications from time to time, so forgive me if I seem a little tuned out or if I seem to be staring at the screen for a little too long. I'm gonna make sure I try to be better at like either blacking out the screen or swapping things out. I gotta sit up straight too. God damn. All right, bro. But there it is, man. That's where I'm at with this, man. So, second one of the day. I might just leave the name as such, man. Part 2, afternoon live chat. Calling it like we see it, calling it like we know. Hopefully everyone's doing all right, just on your side of the map, wherever. Excuse me. God damn. Wherever it is that you reside, man. Wherever it's going on in your neck of the woods. Hopefully everything is good. I forgot I had. That's probably where I was getting visited by bugs and the birds. They're like, you still got the blackberry Danish wrapper inside your pocket. What's going on with that? I don't know what to tell you. I was supposed to throw it away. There goes the crow right there. Now, let me talk speeds, man. Yeah, 34 is the number, man. If it's not cracking, we keep it pushing right there, and that's it. We keep it going right there, and that's it. So we're going to hit that 4. We hit the 4 and the 7. We're going to see if nothing happens. If we're zeroed out, leave, come back, resume it. The app itself hasn't been moving that great. But also, all this strange stuff has been happening during the days of, all the. I don't want to say trolling is necessarily the primary. I don't want to say trolling is the primary thing. That's not what I'm trying to lean on to. But I will say things along that line. Oh shit! I was like, okay, that's the dad or something. But anyway, I don't want to lean on that. But I will say that's a thing in a situation where it seems to affects the channel sometimes, man. It's unfortunate. People want to sit there and play games. But there it is, man. The algorithm, it still shoots things out, pause, to where it needs to go, where it needs to be. So, like I said, I'm gonna swap some things out in a second. I need to double check some numbers real quick. I'm gonna wait till I hit the 5-minute mark. Plane passes overhead, and then we'll resume it. Probably in. Let's see, man. We'll do a quick countdown. Matter of fact, I should have did it at the 15 mark because the 1 and the 5 is the resignation right there. That's the resignation right there. All right, here we go. We got the 5. Ready? Boom. So yeah. All right, there it is. There it is. So yeah, there it is. We're up. I don't know what it looked like on your end, but that's, hopefully things didn't peter out too much or in a bad way. But I have to go in and out. But yeah, man, I can't complain. I can't complain. We're doing these as much as we can. For the people that dropped in, for the live chat that tunes in here and there, trying to stay as connected as possible. Since it's zeroed out, man, it's a perfect time to touch base on some topics, man. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can talk about. Let's see what we can speak about while we're here. This might be the last couple of times that we just get a time to visit here. I used to actually spend winters in this park. I used to be here in the wintertime, bro. Can't even lie to you. Just post it up. I go to Ezel's, grab. I used to make a lot of money at the hospital. Get off work, I go to Ezel's, manage my money well, grab me some fucking strips. What I'm saying? Spicy strips with the honey mustard. Come down here, and just, like I said, it's the dead of the winter. Ain't nobody out here. It's windy as shit. I'm bundled up. I'm over here eating strips until I get kind of full, and then I just toss the rest of the shit in the fucking grass, thinking like, yeah, a raccoon or a squirrel or a rat's gonna come by and eat it. The birds probably ate it in the morning. Who knows? I don't really care. I was just out here just being on some weird shit. I shouldn't say weird, but I was on a different type of time also. So I used to be posted up right here at the park, just chilling, minding my own. And it used to be one of them spots, man. It used to be them things, man. I was born '93. Grew up in the district my whole life. Man. And it's like I said, right up the street, right on Cherry, 18th and Cherry. That's where I grew up. And then we ended up moving right down here, East Union. So it's like I'm on this side. I'm in the district. I'm in the middle of everything. It's all popping everywhere. It's active all the time, everywhere. You just get to know people. You get to know your neighbor. Your neighbor don't want to flex on you too much because it's like where they live, they know where you live, etc. Nobody want to do nothing really. Nobody's trying to do none of that shit. But this park right here, man, let me flip the camera for you. Oh, we had it. This park right here, since we talking shit and we here, that little thing right there, that's like looks like a little castle, right? That's where the bathrooms are at. But right on top of it, people used to be up there. Crackheads used to just be sleeping up there and they'd be shooting it up. Some crackheads made that shit their home. Used to be a motherfucking home up there, but kids would play around like they'd be jumping high and shit, trying to grab the thing and do a chin up, get on top. You get on top of the little castle over there, which is the top of the bathrooms. You might find some needles and syringes and shit. You just be finding some shit over there. Some drugs and other paraphernalia. It's terrible. It was bad. We used to see that shit. Motherfuckers used to be posted right here, just posted up, just doing their thing. A lot of traffic in and out, good and bad. You know what I mean? People just wanted to barbecue, all type of shit. Good times. Basketball hoops, you really had to be somebody to be hooping out there. The little small hoops, I used to stay on the little small hoops because we could dunk on it. We just like, yeah, fuck that. I can't even dunk. So I'm just going to go on these hoops. It was on the small hoops, but the little kids wanted to play on it. And then we would just let the little kids, we'd try to carry the little kids and help them dunk on the hoops. So those were those days, man. But I remember like my guy Jacob, he used to be my friend back then. He was my friend, but he was always on some weird shit. Like, I don't know, like, you ever have a friend that doesn't quite treat you as a friend, but at the time period, I'm like, I don't even know why I'm tolerating this shit at this point. But I realized like I shouldn't have been dealing with that shit in that way. But I had a level of trust, maybe even belief in the man. But it's funny when you start leaving people to their devices, they don't really do much. You know what I mean? They only find a way to occupy your time and space. So, unfortunately, rest in peace to him. But unfortunately, it's like I can't really. There's not much I could do or say in that situation. There's not much I could really tell you about, like positively in light of him. But I know some people that are way worse than him in general. Like they've conducted some very negative things just in the community and just in general. So I don't know. I give him a lot of grace and credit realistically because some people I know they're actually worse than him. But he just was annoying towards me. Like he thought he had a license to do that, and that's where I was like, I'm drawing the line right here. But anyway, that dude, he used to have this mentality because he was copying his older brother. But we'd go to grocery outlet. He'd find a way to get as many sodas as he possibly could and save money on it. And then he'd be trying to resell this shit. So he'd be walking around trying to resell the shit. The fucked up part was he was saying that shit right in front of the grocery store. You know what I mean? So I'm over here like thinking that we need to tell them that we're just trying to have sodas for the festival, or not the festival, but the what is this shit called? I forgot what that shit is called, man. Seafair. They got the Seafair down by the water, by the lake. And I'm thinking like, yeah, let's just tell them that we're going to Seafair with all these sodas. And then we just want it for ourselves and other people. But I said that shit at the line, and then he's over here talking openly in front, talking about he's going to resell it. And I'm over here looking around like, bruh, what? But I realized, that was a time period where like it seemed weird to kind of be honest about your intentions. Nowadays, people just be reselling the shit just to be reselling it, and it's like normal behavior. But back then, he wasn't really sure. You know what I mean? He wasn't too sure if that was his mo. You know what I mean? If that was, I don't know, and I wasn't too sure either. I'll be honest with you, I'm in the same boat. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, man. I just want to apply myself at certain things and then see if people find me. That's what I thought. That's how a lot of artists feel. That's how a lot of athletes feel. And I was just kind of in that zone. But on that same note, man, we was dealing with that shit when the park was a mess. It was a danger to be inside. It was a danger to be around. Man, we got through that time period. And like looking back now, I'm like, yo, things should have been the way it is right now. It should have been like this, more or less back then. But I don't know what necessarily changed or what was different. But shit just wasn't working out. You know what I mean? There's certain powers that be that have influence over young minds and young bodies. That's what's crazy to think about. You got powers that's they have powers over a young mind and a young body. That's crazy to think about. You got to really think about that. And it's not healthy and it's not good. But that shit be happening, man. That shit plays itself out. Every neighborhood, you got something like that. I shouldn't say every neighborhood, but damn near every city. There's a situation like that where certain people are kept at bay for a reason. And I was trying to break this down to somebody, and they weren't trying to hear it. This is when the silencing really started to happen. Aside from the co-stream and aside from another stream that I had did, that was sort of relative. That's a different conversation, man. Shit starts playing itself out. I start seeing it. I start scoping the situation. I start to have a better understanding of things. And I'm like, yo, every city damn near got a situation like this. And it's not good, man. It's evil. It's damn near evil, man. Some evil shit at play. And I'm not a fan of it. I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, I'm strong enough to fight the powers that be, but I am against it. Some people just be on some anti shit. There's nothing wrong with being on some anti shit as long as you're able to explain it. And a lot of times, man, I'm like, a lot of the shit that I normalized growing up, what I'm saying? You talk about the drugs, the violence, man. I mean, I didn't participate necessarily, but I'm around the shit and I'm okay in it. I'm like, I get why you're doing what you got to do. I mean, hustlers that's wondering why I don't want to do the thing with them or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm into that. I don't know if I want to be a part of that. And we had we had legit conversations about it. There was no demeaning another person about it. You had a few idiots that would demean people because they didn't want to do shit. What's going on, Alex John? What's going on, bro? You had a few people that wanted to demean each other because they didn't want to participate in something negative. And it's just like, you know, them motherfuckers is idiots. They didn't last long in any game or just in life in general. They didn't really last long. And it's like you start to see that shit. It happens in damn near every generation. So anyone that's able to sit down and come to the table and have a conversation with you, and even just conversate about things right or wrong, and just I had friends that they weighed out their options and they still chose the negative path. But it's funny because even though they came in and out of jail, they still showed me love, which is crazy. So I used to think that like these people wouldn't fuck with me no more because they get out of jail, they say what's up, and then, I'm sorry, they get out of jail and say what's up to me. But I used to think that they would just be like, damn, I just thought we were at odds because they had went a different way than I did. You know what I mean? But then people show more love than the people who were either riding the fence or just weren't too sure. So I give them people a lot of props, man. It's a lot of my friends that I grew up with, but I think about that shit, bruh, real deeply some days, man. A lot of people had come and gone. A lot of people dead. Some people are alive, but they're dead inside. That's another thing. And then some people are just in jail for a while. So by the time they get out, the life they should have been living, it's already had been moving too fast. You know what I'm saying? The way that the world is working now with technology and all this other shit that people are trying to learn how to accept and, you know what I'm saying, understand, I guess you would say. All that shit is moving too fast for someone who just got out of jail that was spending all their time studying it from the TV. That's the only thing they're getting was like the TV's perspective or like their interpretation of some shit, if not social media, if they have access to it. But it's like to actually experience some shit in real person and have the conversation, but also like having to, you know, I don't know what the word is, deprogram your mind out of like coming out of incarceration. That's another thing. So a lot of people, man, they're kind of they're at a loss. So, like I say, man, even though the chat is 0-0, shout out to Alex John for saying what's up. Even though the chat is at 0-0, it's like I'd rather be sitting here doing this. I'm telling you, all day long, doing something straight like this. You know what I mean? Chatting it up, chopping it up right here on the live stream, doing something positive and doing something good, rather than possibly taking a chance that would take me away from some people or some to put me in a place where I'm in a negative area. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be very mindful of that stuff. So this is where I am with this, man. It's gonna sound the way it is. It might be redundant, but I'm taking every single time it's gonna be like this. So that's why I was trying to reference when I get to that 200 or that 201, we're gonna sit there and be a little more focused on some actual. I don't know how to explain it, but I have an idea for certain contents and situations. I don't know how to explain it to you. Hold on, let me check the time real quick. 4:45. Okay, so I might have to walk up to the school, see if I can get a decent connection over there, maybe in like a 10 minutes or so. But like I said, when I'm zeroed out, it's nothing because I'd rather be out here where I'm free. Like I have a sense of freedom where I can walk around, enjoy the sunlight, smell the air, see some animals and shit. I'd rather be around that. Just say, have the chance to say good morning to someone that might not want to say it back. Like just whatever's going on, just being outside type shit. I'd rather be like that than be incarcerated, man. Because everyone I've known, family and friends alike that have been incarcerated, say it's not a place to be. So you're gonna see me out here, spending that time positively and productively. I don't care what it looked like or what it sounds like to you, but this is it right here. These streams and shit. Let me chill for a second, cause we on the 1.5 right now. Like I said, I did the little numerology on my shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes your numbers get scattered throughout your number chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. The ones that I got the most numbers appearing at was the ones and the fives. I used to spend a lot of time on 15th. I need to document my time on 15th. I need to like sit there, go up there, document that shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get it all kind of placed out, spaced out, however. You know what I mean? And then, like, surprisingly enough, something that comes north and south is the I-5. So these relativities of ones and fives. I is Roman numeral letter 1. So that I-5, that 1-5. You know what I'm saying? In my life, it really is a thing, man. 51 Ichiro Suzuki. Shit like that. Got Ichiro Suzuki too. But yeah, man, it's a thing, man. It's a strange thing. Matter of fact, Randy Johnson might have been 51. I don't know. 1551. 1551, 5115, man. Little shit like that. But man, this over here is a dad hat, but 5150s is another thing. But that's a whole other conversation and situation. That's a whole other conversation right there. Because zero is just space, to my understanding. Zero is just space. You know. But yeah, buddy. People find the shit and hating. Some people just beefing. Some people trying to find a reason. Like the shit is just playing itself out, man. Shit truly be playing itself out, man. I'm scoping a situation here. I'm seeing what's good. I be seeing a hater, a mile a minute type shit, man. I be seeing it, man. It's wild now, but I ain't gonna dwell on it because right or wrong, I take people at face value. I'll say that much all the time. I take people at face value. However they talking to me straight up, I'll deal with you as such, man. Hey, they're not lying about soda. Did they say soda is liquid sugar? I said soda is liquid sugar. I started thinking about it. I was like, yeah, it kind of is low key. It's kind of fucked up. Soda is kind of fucked up. It is like liquid sugar, man. I'm just sitting here like, I'm drinking this shit. I'm like, man, this shit got me slumped energy wise, man. I'm tired already. What the fuck? This shit, 23 ounces. Hold on. 23 full ounces. But I had the honey bun too. That's what's crazy. I had doubled up and did the honey bun. That's bad, man. That's bad, but it started hitting me right now. It's like, that shit was like a delayed effect, like an edible. That shit crazy as hell. Sugar is different. The sugar will get you there and then it'll crash you. I swear I'm not supposed to be having this much, but I don't know. I might have to hit the nap, bruh. Hit the little sugar nap. Pause. Do something like that. I need to walk up to the school, man. I'm gonna see. Hopefully it's not too active. I just want to go up there and do a little quick. I don't know what the word is here. A time lapse kind of thing. I might have to do a time lapse over there. That's what I'm thinking. If it ain't that spot, it'd be somewhere else. Might figure out some instrumentals to drop on it. Some more shit. Get some music shit going. You know, all them people be in cahoots, man. All them people be in cahoots, man. A lot of shit be making sense now. A lot of shit making sense now. Crazy, right? Crazy, ain't it? But yeah, it's playing itself out, ain't it? It's playing itself out. Um, a second. I'm over here overly concentrated on shit. You know, I want to talk about what was then in comparison to now because, you know, even though there was a bit of deception back in that time period when I was young, things were like more flushed out. You know, somebody kept it real with you. They kept it real with you at the end of the day, because for they themselves, based off of ethics and how people carry themselves in this era or back then, people wanted to make sure that they themselves were real. You know what I mean? They didn't want to constantly be seen as a deceptive person because they couldn't be trusted over time. What happens in this world is because everything's a little more coded and supposedly, I don't want to say things are like, there's more shit that's accepted now, or like overly accepted. Like we accept a little bit of everything, but you got to read between the lines now more than ever, and it ain't healthy, man. It ain't healthy some days. One thing I will say, there are certain spaces and places and people where it's just like, whether you've shown a face or not, I kept it real with, like, I got like two people right now in my life I kept it real with about, um, and like these two people are my friends, but I kept it real with both of them about people that we used to mutually know. I know them still, but I don't talk to these people anymore. I let them know, like, hey man, I appreciate that you invited me and let me know that a certain person was at your party or your event, because my whole thing is like, I just knew I wasn't going there. I just knew within my own whatever that I was not going to go there because that person was going to be present. I was like, yeah, I'm good off that. I appreciate you letting me know that that person was going to be there. And I will say, like, I give these people credit for not allowing me to be in the same space and places with certain people that can cause a problem. Um, and then having grown enough to have a decent conversation. But some people just stay the way they are. You know what I mean? I used to be someone who was argumentative and looked forward to that shit. I wouldn't necessarily say confrontational. I want to live my life, but some people just want to get in the way and sit there and bark on me. I ain't got time for that all the time. My thing about that is this, man. In more recent time, I see people who try to present the shit in front of me to see how I handle it. It lets me know that these motherfuckers are straight bitches, because it's just like only a female would let that shit happen that way. On some woman shit. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny or fucked up or deceptive about that. I've just seen that my whole life. For people who present that shit just to see how I handle it. And I've handled a lot in my life, but I'm just like, you know what, man? The fact that people still trying to give me these little tests, people who ain't on as certified or as solid as I am, people that want to send tests, man, I see how people are. I see how people get, you know? And I will say, too, like in the past, if I've ever, what's the word, man? I had people that were more skilled than me. So I'll give you an example. I had a dude, he used to rap battle and shit. This dude right here, I used to big him up. I was like, bro, you could probably body a lot of people here. You might have to go out of state or go out of the city a little bit and just find some different competition, because, you know, you get your name up and your rank up in other places. Over here, I think people just making music on some musical shit. I think that's what most of us do. We're more into the music side, excuse me, than the actual, the deeper hip hop battling side. So, but he was dope at that shit. He probably bet, man. I've seen him battle a lot of people, and he bodied a lot of people. Shout out to my guy Rocket. But this dude, man, he used to body a lot of people, just straight up acapella on the block, on the corner, random places. We used to just see him at these little events, and he was just putting in work. I was like, this motherfucker right here. And I remember when I introduced some other friends, I'd be like, yo, so and so, man, he's a musician, and this right here, this Rocket, yo, he'll probably body anybody in the battle. I swear to God. And he just nod his head humbly, like, yeah, man, I get down, I get busy. I was like, nah, bro, I've seen this shit. So my point is, like, sometimes when I big people up or gas people up, sometimes, hopefully, and that's why I apologize. Like, I hope that I wasn't bigging them up in the worst way, trying to overly promote people in a negative manner. Because sometimes you elevate people and they're not even trying to be elevated. They're just in their little zone. And I get that sometimes, man. Some people they're not trying to. They do the battle thing, but they don't look for the battle. Does that make sense? And I come from a background of that, where, like, I'll box, but I don't be looking for fights. So a lot of people don't quite understand that, man. I'll box, but I don't look for fights, man. A lot of people don't understand that part. Hold on, who we got? Oh, yeah. So there's people, they going live in a second, man. Actually, they're going live right now. Like I said, I got that sugar high. I need to walk on over. Last time I used to do my I don't know how long I'm gonna do the time lapse for. Let me check the battery. Yeah, we only have 40. Ain't nobody interacting really, but it is what it is. That's life. Let's get moving. second. I mean, people got real life shit going on usually, so I'll never put myself between that, man. I'll never put myself between that, man. We're gonna see who joins this shit. You know, I'm also at a weird time of the day. It's a weird time of the day, man. I'm gonna have to jump on people's comment section and be like, "Hey, log into your Discord." Or like, message me, bro. There's crazy shit going on out here. Time to phone a friend. Hey, it's time to phone a friend. Gonna see who's who soon. I think a lot of people drew them lines with me a long time ago. A lot of people drew them lines a long time ago. Well, let's see what's going on right here. Crossing that MLK. What is it? Just the way? It's just the way. Yeah, man. It might be. I think it's still a school day, but I'm gonna walk over in that section. You know, figure something out. Just mob through it. And then from there, I'm about to just post up out a little flag, and I hope the principal out there, man, so I could just say. So actually, it might be a bad time. I don't know, because I was hoping for more of a sunset. I might have to do it at a different day. Now I think about it, I might have to choose a different day to do that. Actually, might be better. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start walking home because I wanted to get my little panoramic joint going. Then again, I am editing a video, so shit, man, I got options here. All right, man, let me walk over there and do it because I got my Tabletop Village week 28. This is when everything shifts. You know what I'm saying? This is when the edits shift. The intro is gonna look like the 300s. So I got thoughts, ideas, and plans. Here we go. Every year, something different. We're changing it up. This is the era, the time, and the phase that we're in. We're gonna do it, the best we can. Right here. You want to see the little ghost, man? That shit look kind of crazy, huh? Ain't that shit? That's crazy. Oh, they got two of them. Hold on. They got a second one. They in the spirit. Oh shit, they got the dog too. I actually forgot the dog's name from what is that? Look at the dog. It's the spirit, man. I'm telling you. Halloween coming soon. That's another one too, man. That's a hard one that I was trying to get into. Another holiday. I wasn't too into the Halloween spirit. I mean, because my friend got killed on Halloween, but if I'm being honest, you also don't stay salty for too long. Like, you either handle it or you just keep living your life. But some people still live their parties. It's unfortunate that certain circumstances or situations fell on a certain holiday, but it's like that, man. I think the worst one I heard was my friend, my guy in the Bay, my guy Glenn. Shout out to Glenn and my ex, man. They both lost their mom on Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Of all days, that's the worst one. It's like I know two people, they lost their mom on Mother's Day. The craziest shit I ever fucking heard. And if I remember correctly, they were back-to-back years. Actually, one was this year. The other one might have been 2 years ago. I could be wrong. If it wasn't last year, it was 2 years ago. But I've never heard that shit. I could be wrong on the timing, man. But the fact that everyone's losing a parent, it's a little wild to me. I don't know. But I know two people. I can't make that up. It's funny because it was a dude I work with. He was saying like one of his brothers or he was saying somebody in his family. They had twins. They had consistently get twins and triplets, and it just became a thing on like a certain sibling side of the family. Consistently having twins and triplets over on that side, which is a blessing. But then some people they deal with a different level. I don't want to say tragedy, but something along that line. something along that line of tragedy, and just like it dealt with the mom for whatever reason. It dealt with the mom twice, and that's actually really sad, man. That's actually very sad. So I wish the best for them. You know, like I say, God bless them and shit. Let's go. Coming through. Oh, it's going finally. Damn. I don't know. Well, let me walk through the thing, man. Yeah, two of them. Two people. You know. And I think I told you the story last time where my brother's childhood friend, same thing. Brother's childhood friend came by the house. This dude came by the house. I was like, "How you guys been?" It's been like 3 years since we seen you guys. And he came by to tell us that his mom died too. So like we're sad about that. And I was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "Yeah, my mom died too." So we're talking, and I'm like, "Bro, you know our mom died too." So he looked back at the what do you call this? He looked back at the chair where my mom would sit. Because mom had a chair she would always sit at in the living room area. She wasn't sitting there. I was like, "Yeah, she passed away too, bro." Hard to believe, but it happened. That shit, yeah, that fucked us up. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Everybody losing a parent, man. Mother guy lost his dad. Everybody losing somebody. But it's all. What I don't like about it is how it's happening around the same time. It seems like a lot of elderly people, or just people whose health itself is just at risk. People with different respiratory issues, randomly or conveniently, during this time period of having to take shots and shit. You know, shit like that. It's a little strange. It's a little strange, and I don't know what to make of it. And I'm being very mindful. Let me walk over here, man. I'm trying to get it on that cliff. Trying to get that cliff over the top. Let's see that shit. See what shit they on here, man. We used to be out here all the time. After school. Used to be a thing, man. Just out here all the time. We're gonna get it in right there by the flag. Right there by the flags, man. And then I'm gonna try to get the this what they say, steady hands. I'm gonna try to master my steady hands here, my bad. Master them steady hands when I'm over here recording it. Because I need to get a certain angle. While a little slower post up. Excuse me. But yeah, sad, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna leave it as is. This is a little more open-ended. You know, it's less concentrated topic-wise. So because of that, I'm gonna be in a little more open-ended. You know, a little less whatever on it. You know, when I do the, I actually have never done this. So if I do a time lapse, I need to find out because I don't have a tripod with me. But when I do the time lapse, I want to make sure I'm trying to get a certain distance so I can get the flag, school shit. You know what I mean? I get the little thing in the background, and I got a bit of trees, the towers. I just get the whole neighborhood right here. A lot of people not gonna understand it, but I gotta get it in right here. You know, it's a specific cliff notes really. And we used to spin right here at the Easels, home of the Bulldog, etc. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right here. Yeah, there it is, man. This is the part 2 for those that really stayed tuned or really dropped back in and wanted to pay attention and wanted to know what was going on. I mean, I wanted to see for myself if it was just the connection or if it was some other shit. So we found out, I guess. But yeah, man, there it is. That's all I can really see. That's all I can really get at in terms of whatever energy is left here, man. But yeah, what can I say? I'm at my old high school, not quite alma mater, but you know, same thing. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace. Let's get out of here.